Hello, I'm Lori Sosa, and welcome to Barter is Better. Today we're going to be discussing a really hot topic that's on the minds of so many today, and that is affordable but top quality healthcare services, especially with many today that are self-employed or perhaps found themselves unemployed. Is this something that is attainable? Well, through the Barter Network, it is. There's a wide variety of medical services such as internist and urgent care centers, psychologists, dental work, and more. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about this today. Welcome back to Barter is Better. I'm Lori Sosa, and today we're going to be interviewing a member of Southern Barter Club, a healthcare professional here in the Atlanta area, Dr. Mel Colon with International Medical Clinics. Dr. Mel, thank you so much for agreeing to come on and speak with us today.
It's my pleasure.
And you have a very unique business model. Can you tell us a little bit about International Medical Clinics and your business model?
Sure. For people of all income groups, International Medical Clinics, or IMC, is a center for healthcare excellence and a one-stop medical clinic for people that are uninsured or have a high deductible health plan, you know, where they used to have a $250 deductible, but now let's say they have a $5,000 deductible. We do that with many physician specialties, with many medical services, all in one place, and also other languages if they happen to need that.
What are some of those languages? I know there's several, not just English and Spanish, but what are the other languages?
Quite a number. I would say first that about half our patients just speak English, okay, and then and I want them to be comfortable.
Right.
And then the other half speak Spanish, Portuguese for the Brazilians, Korean, Russian, Romanian, French, Urdu, Hindi,
Wow.
on and on and on. And we actually just use members of our staff. We don't need translators or interpreters. We have it all in-house.
That is actually amazing. So being able to go to a healthcare professional and have that special relationship, you know, doctor-patient, and be able to speak to some of these doctors in their very own native language. That's a brilliant idea.
Well, thank you very much. And I was actually retired at a very young age. My wife's Korean, and she convinced me to come back out of retirement. And I felt I want to do something significant, something for the community, something I could be proud of. So we're pretty much one of a kind in the United States.
Not only is that a very unique thing, but focus a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more about the multi-specialty staff that you have.
Well, actually, we have radiology, we have orthopedic surgery, we have a foot and leg surgeon, podiatrist, we have urgent care, we have family medicine, internal medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and we have a physician, actually a neurologist from Russia, who treats people with chronic pain, or they want to quit smoking or lose weight with acupuncture.
What a wide variety of services. And you really are doing the community such a service. You also told me at one time that you also provide services to the community. Tell me a little bit about that as well.
Yes, we really like to participate in the community. So I deal with a lot of community leaders. I've joined a lot of community organizations like the Concerned Black Clergy, Asian organizations, Hispanic organizations, and just Caucasian organizations as well.
Right.
And so what we do is we go in and we do a lecture series on healthcare, or we do a screening or a health fair. Actually, we encourage people to come into our office, sit down with us, and talk to us about what we can offer the community at a very affordable fees. It's not a free clinic.
Right.
It's not a free clinic. It's a clinic at affordable fees. So I want to make sure there's no confusion on that.
So for those that are self-employed, or those that perhaps have health care, but the deductible might just be too high, this is an option that they could now go to your International Medical Clinic and be able to have top quality, multi-specialty staff, being able to speak with healthcare professionals in their language, and being able to do so just with cash, and not be able to be in a situation where they just can't get the service taken care of.
Right. We're actually, if you could think of it, for most clinics, we're actually the flip side of all other clinics. Because if you don't come in with an insurance card, just like you need a driver's license to drive, you need an insurance card usually to come to see a doctor or a hospital. With us, it's quite the opposite because we don't take any insurance whatsoever. We just take people uninsured or have a high deductible health plan so we can help, with that very high deductible. And really, I think the numbers are about 92% actually don't go over that high deductible. So effectively, or essentially, they're uninsured for that first $5,000 or $3,000 or $10,000 deductible.
You're probably good with facts, since this, in regard to the population that is uninsured. Can you enlighten us as to what maybe some recent numbers might be as to how many uninsured there are out there?
Well, no one knows exactly for sure, but
Okay.
I know the whole state of Georgia, they say, has about 2 million uninsured.
Okay.
But a lot of them are really here in Atlanta. So I would say anywhere from about 1.3 to 1.6 million people in the Atlanta metropolitan area are uninsured. And then about another 700,000 have a high deductible health plan. So if Atlanta, Georgia metropolitan has 5.5 million people, which is what we have, then I would say about half of those people are the people that we would take care of.
Okay. Now, are you open 7 days a week? Is that right? This really is a labor of love, isn't it?
It has to be, doesn't
Okay.
it? Yeah, well, I married a Korean, so you can understand. Yeah, we're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
We're open Sunday by appointment, and then we're open Thursday night from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. by appointment.
Well, not only are we thrilled to have you part of our community in the Barter Network, but we're thrilled hearing all these wonderful stories and testimonials of our members that are so fortunate and so appreciative to be able to spend their trade currency on being able to attain quality healthcare services. So you are now a member of Southern Barter Club for some time now, a little over a year. And tell us a little bit about what you offer on trade through Southern Barter Club and maybe your experience as a member of Southern Barter Club.
I'm a tremendous fan of barter. Not in the beginning. I said, what's that barter thing, But I love it. Once you learn about it, and you know how to navigate in it, it is really wonderful because really and truly, think about it. What's one of the problems that physicians have today? Such a high overhead. And the insurance companies pay you less, okay, which we don't take insurance, but so therefore, what's happened now is I get my medical supplies on barter. I get pharmaceutical medication because we dispense medication as a pharmacy in our office. Also blood tests we do on barter. And many, many other things. Personally, I've taken trips, okay? I've had dental work done. I've had a billboard on 85. I've actually advertised on TV. And so I'm a great fan of barter. I think it makes all the sense in the world. And actually, one other thing, Lori, barter patients will send other patients that pay cash. So it's really, actually, the barter company like yours, which I happen to be a member of, so I love your barter company, is actually all your people that work for you, and you have quite a team, are actually marketing extensions of our clinic. They're going out and telling the whole world about me, about that company that lays carpet, or that lawyer, or that CPA, whatever it is. So it's a great benefit. I love barter.
So this is business that you realize that you never would have received anyway, or otherwise.
Right. Actually, that's a really good point. I'm not having patients come to me that used to pay me cash and say, okay, now I'm going to start paying you barter, which the barter dollar I have a lot of respect for. But I'm getting new patients, thank you, through your organization and through a lot of other people. So I'm getting patients I never would have had. So those barter dollars, those trade currency is paying for a lot of my overhead. It's really a great solution. And I'm glad you have this show because people really need to know about it and know about you personally as well.
We'd like to hear more about the multi-specialty practices. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay. Before I said we're a one-stop medical clinic. So we have such a wide range of medical services all in one facility, so they don't have to drive. So we do blood tests, EKG, physical therapy, we do x-ray of the entire body, we do diagnostic ultrasound, we do bone density studies, we have pharmacy, and off-site we have our own MRI and CT scan as well.
Wow, that surely is a one-stop shop. Now, your specialty is the foot. As a podiatrist, I've learned from you and speaking with you that it actually is the most neglected part of the body. Can you tell us a little bit more about your profession as a podiatrist?
Right. The foot is the number one most neglected part of human body. Most ignored, most misunderstood, most misdiagnosed, and most mistreated part of human body. And yet, one of the most important parts of the body, because you could have a healthy heart and lungs and kidneys, but if you can't get around on your feet, then your health care is going to go down. So it's actually something where we treat such a wide range of problems like corns, calluses, bunions, heel spurs, ankle sprains, thick fungal nails. We treat infants and children with foot deformities. We treat diabetics with burning, numbness, and tingling. So many different problems as it affects the foot, ankle, and lower leg. The foot is the Rodney Dangerfield of the human body because it gets no respect.
Okay. Well, we'll do our part in promoting that to our network, that's for sure. And we hope that the community around us in the Atlanta area wants to take advantage. If they find themselves self-employed or unemployed without any type of health insurance, now they realize that there's a great resource being able to turn to IMC. Dr. Mel, it was a pleasure to have you on our Barter is Better show today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And thank you so much for being a part of our Barter Network, providing you healthcare services.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
And next, we're going to be speaking with another healthcare professional in the Atlanta area, which is Park Ridge Wellness Center. Stay tuned.
Park Ridge Chiropractic Wellness Center is a place where you can get adjustments and nutritional advice. We do rehabilitation. We're getting a medical doctor in, so we'll be doing sinus testing and allergy testing. We'll do weight loss programs. We have hydro beds, physiotherapy. So no matter what you need, it's a one-stop deal. My broker, Lori Sosa, came in and shared with me the benefits of doing the barter. And I was concerned about, what do we do about taxes and so forth. And it's a legitimate company where they have thousands of companies that barter. And she shared with me the importance of people coming in for care. Well, we've tried our first couple of patients and it worked out beautifully. They would come in and they would come in for a consultation. I'd share what the cost would be and they would simply write me a script and I would just put it in my bank account that was given by the barter company. So it was simple as that. At the end of the year, I would get a 1099 and pay taxes on my share of the income. And then of course I'd have legitimate expenses that I would have. Like for example, I bought furniture through barter, I bought my copiers and some plumbing and electrical work and printing and so forth, which helped with our cash flow, so we were able to do other things to benefit the patients and advertise and so forth. Well, we spend so much money on advertising and we don't recognize that there's a market out there that we would never be able to get other than doing the barter, because there's thousands and thousands of people that's how they're surviving on, and that's how they're able to use some of the things that we can't really do right now because of the economy and so forth. So it's a wonderful opportunity to branch out and to expand your business without any cost to you. It's free advertising. They send out newsletters almost every day and emails on things that are going on, and I don't think it would be I think it would be cost prohibitive for me to do that and get the same amount of results that I'm getting right now without spending a lot of money on cash.
We love to work with the barter system here. There's a lot of people who come here that are on barter for one reason or another. Some of it is because they just enjoy doing the barter and trade system. It works great in our clinic for us. Some of them, they may not have the actual monies, or they don't have good insurance or good health savings plans to take care of the cost of some of this. So we always welcome the barter system because we're happy to help people any way we can, and that's just one less barrier we have to deal with.
The barter system has allowed us to expand our business by allowing people to come in, realizing our benefits, and in exchange for that, we have access to getting wonderful furniture for our office, even supplying us with meal vouchers. So it really is an expense for us to utilize all the benefits of the bartering. And as you can tell from some of the wonderful furniture that we have in the office, many of these items were actually obtained through the bartering system. We strongly recommend it, and we'll continue to use it for years to come.
I really like Dr. Pat, and so do the other members in our barter network. Next, we'll be visiting Livy Ray Lingerie, and we're going to be seeing the services that they provide for breast cancer survivors. Let's take a look.
When we first opened this business, we left a company that was very fashion forward. Cynthia and I decided one day, after we'd had 3 or 4 women who had undergone extensive surgery, we had a lumpectomy, we had a reconstruction, we had a double mastectomy. All of those are different surgeries related to breast cancer these women had had, and we didn't have anything to help them. And we decided that we would take our boutique, whilst you may see sexy things when you walk in, what we do is uncover, what a woman's going through, and we speak to her and we do things that makes her feel at home. We just treat women as if they're women. We don't have shock factor. We don't walk in the dressing room and we're not like, oh, what happened? We're very conscientious of what she's been through already. We have very close friends, family members. We've been to several events, several seminars, and everybody in the room besides us has been a victim of this deadly disease.
At Livy Ray, when somebody walks through the door, the main thing that I want them to have is, number one, a relaxed, comfortable, fun experience.
I feel like in the past several years, with the rise of different organizations and nonprofit groups trying to raise awareness of breast health, breast cancer, things involved, there's been a lot of things that women are now mindful of, and it's very prominent in the area as well as across the U.S. and in the world for women to pay attention to what's going on in their breast health. The problem that lies within, though, is the stigma that you must have a certain look about your breasts. A lot of women are, conscious of what they look like in their clothing based upon how their clothes fit, but the most important piece of clothing that a woman should buy besides her shoes is her bra. We've seen every aspect and every situation that we possibly could have seen regarding breast cancer, and we just want to create a place where women feel comfortable, they feel safe, they trust our knowledge and what we're doing, and we can get them pretty things again.
The first hint that I had a problem was when I went for my annual mammogram, and they seen a small pin-type head spot in my breast tissue, and the doctor said I would probably need to go get that biopsied. Back in May of 2007 is when I got the hint that I had breast cancer. Once she told me the news, it's like everything froze in time. When you find out you have breast cancer and you think, why is this happening to me? With lots of prayer, I decided to do chemotherapy. First, they did a lumpectomy in September of '07, and 12 of my lymph nodes, or 8 out of 12 came back positive with breast cancer in them. So I had to have those removed. And then I started chemo September 26th on my brother's birthday, 2007. Once I went through chemo, thinking that I was healed after that, I ended up still having the trait of calcium in my breast tissues. So they suggested a mastectomy. They ended up saying do double. And I was like, wow, double? I mean, the surgeries, I had some great doctors, so I can say it was, I had joy through what I went through. I didn't get depressed because I knew I had my children to take care of.
I was driving to go get something to eat, and I knew that she had a doctor's appointment that day, and so whenever she called me, I just remember pulling over because my heart dropped whenever she told me. Because whenever you think about somebody having breast cancer, you just think about the worst thing, like she's gonna pass away or just not to have your mom there anymore. It's just really hard to take in, definitely when you're driving. So I remember pulling over, and she told me the news, and I couldn't even breathe because I was crying so much. Just one day you're just living your life, and then a month later, you get results saying that you have breast cancer, and it's stage 3. So you really just have to live like life to the fullest.
So I came up, got fitted, and my shoulders felt a lot better. You know how when you have your straps and your shoulders hurt, and they were amazing. So I came in and I said, okay, I'm ready to be fitted. I'm ready to feel good and sexy. And I came in and they took me in the dressing room and they put different sizes on me. And if I didn't feel comfortable with the wire, they brought a different bra in. They have hundreds of different style bras that you can try on. So I just tried on about 5 or 10 bras and picked the 3 that I love best, and I've been hooked ever since. I'm here to let women know there's life after breast cancer, for sure.
We do so many different things, and people just like us. They become our friends once they're our clients.
As you can see, there are so many healthcare services attainable through the Barter Network. So if you find yourself as a small business owner who thinks they can't afford health insurance, if you find yourself unemployed and without health insurance, Southern Barter Club is the answer. Please reach out to us. We want to help you. We want to help your family. www.southernbarterclub.com. I'm Lori Sosa. Barter is better. See you next time.
Well, I'd like to explain to you how a restaurant would I'd like to explain to you how a restaurant could use barter dollars. Can I hook this onto my pants because I'm not going to be able to be myself with this? Then they could use barter by getting their bootstrap. How do you say that word? Helps with everything, and it's a smart idea to use barter.